Good morning. Today is Thanksgiving Day, and this is going to be my first carnivore diet Thanksgiving. And right now I'm actually on the very strict version of the carnivore diet called the Lion Diet. So I've only been eating beef, salt, and water for about a month and a half now. Today, while everybody else is eating turkey and potatoes and pie, I will be eating my beef. But to be honest, I'm not really feeling sad about the food. I've been very ill for about 5 years now, and at my worst I had several Thanksgivings where I wasn't even able to get out of bed to be with my family. I guess my point with that is what really matters to me is being able to spend time with people that I love, and the fact that I'm going to be able to do that this year is a huge blessing. And to me it's just not about the food. And of course it's hard to watch people eat things that you used to love to eat or things that you would love to be eating. It's hard to only eat beef or to only eat meat. This isn't an easy diet. The reason why I'm doing it is to try to heal and have a better quality of life. So whenever I get sad about some sort of food that I can't have, I remind myself of that, and that really helps. In this video you'll probably see lots of food that is not carnivore. I won't be eating that, but I'm just thankful to be able to have Thanksgiving dinner with my family. We're actually having Thanksgiving dinner at our house for the first time. As you can see, we've got the tables set up, and we're gonna have about, I think, 15 people here, and my mom helps with the setup and whatnot, just because I'm still not well enough to do that sort of thing on my own, but I'm getting there and I've made improvements and I'm able to do more. I definitely think that this diet has been helping me, and that's the biggest blessing that I could really ask for. So today I'm gonna be smoking 2 chuck roasts. I guess it's mostly so that I'll have something to eat for Thanksgiving, but I hope that other people will enjoy it too. My brother-in-law is smoking a turkey, which I would love to try, but I've decided just to stay strict to this diet just because in the end, food really doesn't matter that much to me, and I'm just desperate to heal and have a better quality of life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some breakfast ready and get the roasts onto the smoker. Something that helps me on extra tough days when all I want is to eat something other than beef is to have something special that I wouldn't normally have. And so this morning I decided, since it's Thanksgiving, I'm going to cook up some of my homemade beef bacon. I'm going to try cooking it in the oven. I'll show you guys how it turns out. But yeah, if you can afford a special treat like a steak or something that you don't normally have to kind of switch things up, that really helps me on days when it's tough to just keep eating the same thing over and over. But honestly today, like I said, I'm not feeling sad about eating what I'm eating. If you haven't tried beef bacon, you gotta try it, and I'll post the link to my recipe down below. My first carnivore line diet Thanksgiving was a success. Our chuck roasts that we smoked on the Traeger turned out really good, and that's all I ate, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, the other foods didn't really bother me or tempt me too much. I just was enjoying the company and feeling thankful that I could be with my family, and we had a good time. I'm actually still very ill, and so it was tough for me just to sit up for a few hours and spend time with family, but I could physically do it, and there's been points in my journey where I would not have been able to do that. And like I said, there's been a few Thanksgivings where I have just been in bed and we haven't had a Thanksgiving dinner. I just honestly felt happy and thankful that I could participate. And with my chronic illnesses, something that has been really hard for me is overstimulation, sensitivity to noise and light. That really aggravates my symptoms, and at my worst, it's like setting up for a 20-minute conversation with someone like on the couch could like send me into uncontrollable shaking, like, seizure-like episodes, and it was really scary. Honestly, I at that time felt like I didn't have much longer to live, and so I'm thankful to not be in that place anymore. And even just earlier this year, pushing myself to spend time with family like that, I would not have been able to even get up out of bed the next day with a severe fatigue crash and the symptoms that came along with that. I did have a crash the next day with symptoms and felt worse, but I was able to get out of bed and it was, you know, more manageable. I'm just thankful. It was a beautiful day outside. We had a fire. Some of the little kids were throwing leaves around at each other. It was just fun. So I'm thankful for this way of eating that is helping me to heal. That's a blessing that I'm counting this year. And honestly, none of my family even said a single word about me just eating the beef and not having any desserts or anything like that, and so that helps too. I think sometimes if you're in a bigger group of people and you don't draw attention to yourself and you don't say anything about it, a lot of times people really aren't paying attention to what other people are eating, so that's just a little trick. But I know some families are not as understanding and supportive as my family has been about this diet, so if that was you this Thanksgiving, I'm sure you're not alone. Anyways, I hope you guys all had a great Thanksgiving, and whether or not you stuck to your carnivore keto diet, I just hope that you enjoyed it and were able to spend time with people that you love. And so now, because Thanksgiving is over, it's officially Christmas, so I'm really excited for that, and I plan to hopefully do some videos with holiday related carnivore content and even like tips for surviving the holidays and all the foods and treats that are tempting when you're doing this way of eating. So wishing you guys all the best, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.